Okay guys, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to download syempre the Northwind database. And so what is this Northwind database? So ito actually guys yung database ng W3 schools. Ito. Diba? So di ba the database natin in W3 schools has customers, table, categories, etc. Diba? So here, yun yung Northwind na natin na database. Ayan. So I have already downloaded itong Northwind database and may mga laman na yan. So, pag-click ko yung ano natin, categories table, ito. So, these are the data. Okay, so yun yung laman din, ano, ng, ng mismong Northwind yan. Sa W3 schools. Okay, yan. So, again, first thing, we'll have to have this Northwind database. Ayan. So, it has how many tables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 tables. Ayan. Okay. So, then, syempre, I already have created my project. So, my project name is, ito, My Resurrection Business. Okay. Ayan. So, you are going to look at my form. I have changed the name of my form to FRM Suppliers. Ito. So, right-click nyo lang naman siya, click rename, and then type the name of the form. Kasi usually by default, form 1 siya, di ba? Form 1, form 2. So, yun lang naman. So, you'll have to, nirename ko lang siya so that I would know that this is the suppliers module. Okay? Then, what I did, syempre, I have put all of the controls here. Ayan, meron tayo suppliers module na label. Change ko lang naman yung font size niya. And then we have here the supplier ID, supplier name, contact name, address, city, postal code, country. So, yan yung data dito sa ating suppliers. Ito, yung mga fields natin. Structure, click natin structure. Yan, diba? Supplier ID, supplier name, contact name, address, city, postal code, country, and phone. So, ito siya. So, ano bang mangyayari? So, let's say for example, start natin yung ating form or module. So, yan. So, once na mag-enter ako ng data dito, yan. So, pag click ko yung insert, okay, insert button, so dapat, the data must be inserted, so click natin yung browse, dito sa ating suppliers table. Ayan. Wala tayo sa pinakahuli. Let's go to the very end. Ayan. So, it's supposed to be inserted here. So, dito siya papasok sa ilalim. Okay, so it should be appended here. So, yun ang mangyayari, no? Once na we click insert. Okay, so yun ang gagawin natin. Okay, balik tayo sa ating program. Yan. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we need to create a class. So, why do we need to create a class? Kasi, di ba, in your assignment, so you're supposed to create several forms, di ba? Ito, isa pa lang yung nagagawa ko, but supposed to have several forms dito. The form for the employees, form for the shippers, di ba, etc. So, lahat na nandito sa sa, yan, yung tables natin. Pero lang yung order details tsaka orders. Di ba? So, yun. So, dahil marami siya, we need to run parang code, just a code na so that we would not be able to retype the code again. So, we'll have to put it in a class. So, kailangan nasa class na lang siya para we'll just have to create an object of that class and then, ayun, we can reuse the code. Okay? So, paano nga ba tayo gumawa ng class? So, again, dito tayo sa Solution Explorer. Right-click, just the project name, point to add, then class. Yan. So, pangalanan natin yung class natin. So, let's name our class to connection string. So, connection string class. Click natin yung add. Ayan. So, we now have our class. So, hide muna natin mga page. Okay? So, the name of our class is connection string. So, ano yung kailangan natin gawin? So, we'll have to declare a variable, no, for a data member on this class. So, the name is connection string then, but in small letter C, no? So, we declared it as public kasi gagamitin natin siya, di ba? Sa ibang modules. So, let public, data type is string. So, the name of the variable is connection string. Okay? So, yeah. So, this is different na. This is the name per class, capital C yun, and this is our variable name, connection string. Okay? Then, we create a constructor. Public. Tandaan nyo ba? The name of our constructor will be the name of our class then, di ba? Public connection string. And open and close parentheses. Open and close bracket. Yan. This is our constructor. So, ano kailangan natin ilagay sa constructor? This is where we're going to initialize our variable ito. So, allow me to type muna. So, assignment statement, connection string is equals to, so type ko muna, then later on I'll be discussing this one. So, data source is equals to localhost colon semicolon support is equals to 3306 semicolon, then initial catalog equals, i-close natin sa single quote. So, yung initial catalog is the name of our database. So, ano ba name ng database natin? Northwind, di ba yan? Northwind. So, ito siya. Copy ko lang para di ko na-type. Northwind. Then, after that single quotation, semicolon again, user name is equals to root. Then, semicolon. Then, password is equals to. So, yan. So, wala tayong nalagay sa password. Equals lang. So, ano meron sa connection string? So, the connection string includes our data source, which is the local host. Okay? So, meaning our data natin magagaling lang sa network natin, na local host natin, dito lang. So, local PC natin. Ang port is 3306. And then, the initial catalog, this is the name of our database. So, that's our catalog. And then, our username, which is root. And we don't have any password, kaya password equals lang yung naka-type natin. So, that is our connection string na class. So, ito lang yung laman niya, no? Kasi gagamitin natin to sa iba't ibang module. So, kaya para i-reuse na natin siya, so we have created a class, no? Na pangalan ay connection string. Okay? Yan. So, balikan natin yung ating supplier. Okay, so next step is kung meron na tayong class, kailangan natin mag-install ng package. So, we have to install a package. So, click natin yung tools. Tapos, NuGet Package Manager. Then, click Manage NuGet Packages for Solution. So, ano ba yung package na install natin? So, click natin yung Browse. So, you'll have to type lang my SQL. Okay? Ayan. So this one, this library to. Ayan. So we're going to install a package which is our library. So lahat ng kailangan nating command for MySQL is nandito sa library na to, sa package na. So click lang natin siya and then click our project name. Yan. And then click natin yung install. So automatic naman nakalagay siya sa latest version. So click natin yung install. Yan. So yan yung ating package mysql.data. Click natin apply, accept. So we'll just have to wait lang until all the packages has been successfully installed. Ayan. So nakalagay dito, finished. Diba? So we now can close na yung tab na to. So we just have to close the tab. Then we'll get tab. Okay. So yan. So meron na tayong library ng MySQL. Okay. So the next step gagawin natin is we'll have to import. No? Have to import the MySQL library. So again, double click natin yung form natin dito sa taas. So using, di ba, yung ano natin, command natin. So using MySQL dot data, data dot MySQL client. Yan, MySQL client. Yan. So yan yung in-install natin na package kanina. So lahat ng command natin for MySQL nandito na. So we can actually use na those commands. Okay? So, next na gagawin natin is dito sa ating ayan, under ng initialize component. So, what we're going to do is we're going to create an object ng class natin na connection string. So, diba? These are class. We're going to create an object of it. So, dito natin lagay sa ilalim ng constructor natin dito sa supplier form. Okay? So, paano nga ba mag-declare ng or mag-create ng object? So, we'll have to type the name of our class, di ba? Connection, capital C, connection string. Yan. Is equals to the connection string, the object name. Yan. Pangalan natin object connect, yung obj connect. Connect. Is equals to, di ba, new. Yan, tanda nyo? New connection string. Then, close parenthesis. So that is our constructor, di ba? So ngayon, we have now declared an object of the class connection string. The name is obj_connect. So I have just included lang obj so that I would know that this is an object of the connection string class. Okay? So ngayon, let's declare another variable. So my SQL connection. Ayan, so my SQL connection. Pangalanan na lang natin connection. Ayan. Actually, ito ay isang class din, no, guys, no? My SQL connection is also a class. So dito, we're not just going to, we're not going to declare this as an object kasi yung constructor niya needs, needs an argument kasi may parameter yung constructor. Okay? So, may isa pa tayong gagamitin, my SQL command. Ayan. So, pangalan natin yan siya. Sige, CMD. So, nag-suggest siya ng name. So, command. So, SQL command. So, yung mga SQL command natin, yung mga DDL, tsaka DML commands natin. So, dito natin siya i-store. Okay, so yung connection is, ito yun actually, yung string na yan. So, the connection would uh, be the data source, the port, the initial catalog, the username, and the password. So, yun yung magiging laman ng connection natin. So, how do we put those data to the connection na ito, no, na variable? Dito, hindi pa siya object eh. Dito tayo sa form load. Dito sa FRM suppliers load. So, para when the form loads, so yung connection natin na to na gagawin natin siyang object, lalagyan natin siya ng ah, data, which is the connection string. That will be coming from the object obj connect. Okay? So, paano yun? So, yung name natin na connection, this one, di ba? Is equals to new. Then, our constructor ng MySQL connection. So, MySQL connection, yan. So, required siyang mag-type or magbigay ng argument dito sa loob. So, ilalaman natin dito ay this one. So, we're not going to copy here. Pwede naman itong string na to. Let's just have to copy all the string. Then, lagay natin dito sa an argument. But since meron tayong object, so doon natin kunin sa object. Obj connect dot. Ito yung variable natin, di ba? Connection string. Ayan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung laman ng connection string coming from the class connection string na variable niya connection string. So, itong string na to, so will be assigned to the connection object. Okay? Yan. So, bakit hindi ko na lang tinapi, no, ito, dito? Kasi nga, we'll be doing this to other forms, no? So, para hindi natin ika-copy-paste na lang parate, this one, we'll have to, yung ginawa natin, we just have created an object na lang and then, yun, uh, use the data of that particular variable from the object. Okay? Tsaka isang advantage niyan, let's say for example, nilagay natin siya sa different forms, di ba? What if we need to change, let's say, our local host, so i-connect na natin siya sa network. So, kung 5 yung forms mo, at ito yung kinapipaste mo lang, so therefore, 5 beses ka rin mag-i-edit. Di ba? Pero, what we did, we put it in a class. So, sabihin, isang beses lang ako mag-i-edit in the class lamang, di ba? In this class. And then, lahat ng object niya are all updated na. Di ba? Then, we'll have to create variables. So, we'll have to declare variables. So, para sa new variables, so let's go back to our database. Ayan. So, we are on suppliers. So, we'll have to, tignan natin structure. So, we'll have to create variables for this one. Yung mga yan, supplier ID, supplier name. Diba? We have our user interface. Ayan. So, lahat ng ita-type natin dito sa text boxes. So, we're going to assign it to a particular variable. So, variable for supplier ID, for supplier name. Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, we're going to declare 8 variables. So, let's take a look at muna ulit our structure. So, here, our supplier ID, the data type is integer. So, we'll have to declare the variable as an integer and then others would be strings because varchar na to, you know. So, others would be string other than supplier ID is integer. Okay, so, click natin. Dito tayo mag-declare under ng initial lice component. So, under na lang nito. So, we create a variable. So, supplier ID. So we declared it as integer. So int supplier ID is equals to initialize natin na 0. And then the supplier name. Okay, supplier name. So string supplier name. So empty string muna siya. Supplier name, then, aba, supplier name, contact name, address. Contact name natin. String, contact name, string, address. Contact name, address, city postal code, string, city, string, postal code, ano ba ba? String, postal code, country, tsaka phone. So, country. String, country, string, phone. Check natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ano ba yun? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ayan. So, hopefully wala akong na-miss, no? So, I have now declared our variable. So, initialize muna natin siya sa 0 and the others are an empty string. Okay? Let us now go to the insert function or method. So, dito sa insert method. Di ba? So, pag natin tayo sa ating forms, double click the insert. Ayan. We have the BT and insert click. So, from here, gagawin natin, so whatever things that were written or typed here by the user, we're going to store it to our variable. Okay? So we don't have to include the supplier IDs. Um, we'll be assigning all of the values from the text boxes to these variables. Hindi na sa supplier ID. Why? Kasi if we're going to look at our structure, our supplier ID is auto increment. So meaning to say we're not going to type anymore the value of the supplier ID because it will be automatically uh, be incremented, it's incremented. Let's say, browse natin siya, look at the data. So, punta tayo sa pinaka-end ng data natin. So, 29 is per ID. So, automatic yun when we insert another values here. So, automatically, so the supplier ID will be 30. So, mag-increment siya, auto-increment. So, that's why what we have to do is to store all data from the supplier to phone to our variables. So, how do we do that? We uh, declare an assignment statement, di ba? So the first is the supplier name. So supplier name is equals to txt supplier name dot text. Yan, diba? So next is contact name is equals to txt contact name dot text. Ayan. Tama. Then address, yan, address is equals to text, address the text, okay? So, ito yung predictive text niya. City, so equals to city, text is city the text, okay? Then, postal code, text the postal code, so tab ulit natin, okay? Then, country equals to text the country the text, okay? Tab ulit, phone, yan, okay, yan. So, yun ang una, no? So, when the insert button is clicked, so lahat ng data from the text boxes will be assigned to its proper variable. Okay? Ayan. So, ngayon, ang next natin dito is this one. So, type ko muna, then I'll explain. So, if connection that state is equals to, so if statement yan, dalawang equal sign. Connection state that closed. Okay? So, sa loob ng if statement, connection that open. Yan. So, explain ko muna. So, after na ma-store natin yung ating data from the text boxes to the variables, so before tayo connect sa mismong database natin, so we'll have to check first the connection. So this connection here is the object of MySQL connect. Ito yan, no? Diba? That's the object connection. That's the object of MySQL connection class. Ano laman yan? Ang laman yan, so meron siyang connection string. Ano yung connection string? Yun yung laman ng class natin, which specifies the data source, the port number, our initial catalog, which is our database, Northwind, the username, and the password. So, yun laman ng connection na to. Okay? So, kaya, meron siyang state. If if the connection state is equals to close, so pag close, kasi we're going to connect to the database, di ba? Ang laman nun yung database, yung data source natin, etc. So, kapag naka-close yun, so we'll have to open it. Kaya connection.open. So, lagi-lagi natin to munang i-run first, no? I-run natin muna to. Kasi nga, we're going to connect to the database. So, we'll have to check first the connection state, whether if it is closed or not. So, if it's closed, then we'll have to open it. Okay? Yan. So, ang next nito is we're going to um, type our SQL connection. Our SQL insert, no? Yung insert na command natin. Okay, so what we do, so when we store it first in a variable. So, string, we name the variable as insert query. Ayan. So, insert query, dyan natin ilalagay yung ating um, command ng SQL. So, syempre, para makapag-store tayo, we need to run the insert SQL command. Diba? So, balikan natin itong ating ano. Ayan. So, yung ating suppliers tayo, diba? Suppliers. Ayan. So, pwede natin gawin, click natin itong SQL na to. Ayan. Then, kaya tayo mag-click ng insert. Yun. Click natin yung insert. So, ito yung actually yung ating magiging SQL command that we're going to put here, dito, sa loob niyan. Okay? So, nung gagawin natin, pwede natin siyang copy. Yan. Copy. Saan yung copy? Copy, yan. Then, paste natin dito. Paste. Yun. Haba, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, insert into, this is our field names. Ayan. Field names. And then values. The values would be our variable. Diba? So, yung mga variables natin, dito. Ayan. But since this is a string and this is also um, an SQL statement, so we'll have to change then variables to mga value 1, value 2, value 3. So, another variable yung i-declare natin dito. Okay? So, ano na ba yung mga variables natin? So, ganun din. So, we'll have to, we'll have to, kumbaga, use the same, the same spelling. No? So, yung value 1 natin, ayan, yung value 1 natin, that would be for the uh, supplier ID. Diba? Yun yung ID natin, supplier ID. So, small letter lang natin. Pero, once we put it here, kailangan may at sign siya. Diba? So, yung at na yun will determine or will define that this is a variable. No? So, supplier ID. Ayan. So, next ng supplier ID ay supplier name. Sabi ko na lang. Supplier name. Saan na yun dito? So, tanggalin natin yung single quote, no? Saan na siya? Wait, nawala. So, value 2. So, small letter lang, supplier name. Kasi variable siya. At supplier name. Ay, yes. Yan. Okay. Next ay contact name. Contact name. Wait lang. Tagalin natin to. Yan. Contact name. So, at contact name. Small letter. At contact name. Yung sunod, address. So, address. Kailangan yung sequence yun, ha? Kasi, so, address. City, postal, country. Address, city, postal, and postal code. Tama ba? Postal code. City, postal code. Tapos, country po. Tama. Country, tas po. Ayan. Okay. At country, po. Ayan. So, again, ha. So, this is our the field names. Okay. So, again, tanggalin na natin to, no? Itong mga single quote na to. Hindi natin kailangan. Although, maglaro naman. But para malinis, we'll have to, ano na lang, delete all this single quotation. Tanggalin natin siya. Okay, naba pa. Konti na lang. People, go. Ayan. So again, di ba, this is our SQL command. Insert into the name of first table, then these are the fields, yan, values. Ito yung variables na paglalagay natin ng values dun sa ating ah, field names. Dapat in sequence din siya. So, hindi pwede magkabaliktad yan. Okay? So, after na, ano natin siya, no, declare dun sa ating query. So, green kasi hindi pa siya nagagamit. It's not been assigned. Okay? So, the next thing gagawin natin is to set up a command. So, ito na yung command kanina dito. Ngayon, ito, si CMD, si MySQL command. So, si CMD is equals to new. Ayan na. So, gagawin na natin siya dito object. MySQL command. Okay. Ayan, MySQL command. Dito natin ilalagay yung ating, ayan, tama ng kanyang suggestion, ano. Insert query, comma, connection. So, ano ba yan? So, yung MySQL command natin, so ito si CMD, object na siya ngayon dito. Diba? Ito yung constructor niya. So, ito, may dalawa siyang parameters. So, we'll have to put two arguments. The first argument ay yung mismong connection string ito. Again, pwede naman natin yung string na yan kahit wala na tayong variable. But we have made to put in a variable para hindi naman masyadong mahaba itong sa may MySQL command. Okay? Ayan. The second parameter is our second argument is yung connection. Yung connection string natin na may na naka-open at saka yung ito actually ito siya yung object natin na yan na ang laman nun ay yung mga data source, yung port number, etc. So yan yung ating uh, establishing the command, no, the MySQL command. Okay? Then after nyan, set na tayo ng parameters. So cmd dot parameters that add with value. So parameters that add with value. Supplier name. So actually ano muna to? At so yung supplier ID natin. So supplier ID sa loob ng double quotation na, comma, then the name of our variable, the supplier ID. ID. Ayan. Okay? So, yan. So, yung supplier ID na to, ito siya. Yun, at supplier ID na yan. Okay? Yung supplier ID na to, yun yung variable natin sa taas na hindi na natin nilagay yung value na text box. So, 0 siya. Ito siya. Okay? Pag in-store naman yan dun sa database, mag-auto-increment siya. So, the next is, ganun pa rin. Tapos, yung command natin, parameter, sunod-sunod na yan. The next would be the supplier name, contact name, etc. So, CMD parameters that add with value. Pwede na natin, teka lang, gawin natin ganito, no? Double quotation. Tapos, ayan. Copy ko na lang muna. Copy. Lagyan natin pa ng comma dot. Wait. Copy. So, ito ay, ilan siya? 8 yan eh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isa pa. 8. So, this one is the supplier name at supplier name. Then, sa comma, yung pinaka-variable natin, supplier name. Ito na yun, yung may laman ng text box. Ilalagay siya dito sa values. Diba ito at supplier name na to, supplier name. So, kulang. Ayan, this one, yan yung values. Ito, kanina yung values kanina. So, dyan ilalagay yung laman ng supplier name na variable na nanggaling sa text box. And so on. Ganun lang din siya. At, sumunod niya, contact name. Contact name. After na comma, contact name. Okay. Then, at address. Address. Ano pa? City. At city. City. Then, at postal code. Postal code, comma, postal code. Ito yung postal code ng country dependent phone. So, country at country, comma, country. Then, at phone, phone. Okay? So, after ng i-ano natin, mai-store natin. So, i-execute natin yung query. So, ito siya. Yan. Okay, tama na to. cmd.executant query. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, pag click yung insert, lahat ng laman na to, mapapasa na dito. Okay? So, pwede na tayo maglagay ng message box. Kunyari, message box that show. Sabihin natin ay record has been saved. So, para alam ng user na na-save na yung record. Okay? Yeah. Then, huwag natin laging kakalimutan that we need, kung nag-open tayo, and then na-save naman natin na lahat, so we'll have to close the connection. So, connection that close. Connection that close. Save natin. So, this is it. So, ito na yung ating code. So, the next step, syempre, testingin natin. Test natin kung ito ay walang error. So, hopefully, walang error, no? So, start natin. Ayan. So, we don't have to type anymore sa supplier ID. So, sa supplier name na tayo mag-type. Kunyari, meron tayong ibang products. Palagay na kunyari, Samsung ang ating supplier. Contact name, si Sung Sam. Sung Sam. Ayan. Address niya ay sa palagay na Shohun. Ayan. Shohun City, ano, City Hun. Tapos, postal code, 12345. Country, Korea. Phone, 12345 6. Ayan. Click natin yung insert. Tingnan natin. Insert. Yun. Record has been saved. So, click ko yung okay. O, may natin click yung okay. Check na lang muna sa database. Tayo sa database, browse natin. So, muna tayo sa pinaka-last. This one. Yun, 30. Samsung, si Sung Sam, Shohun, Hun, 1, 2, 3, Korea, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diba? So, yan. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, we have now created an insert uh, command, no, para so that everything that is written in the form, diba, sa text boxes will be saved to the database. Okay? Yan. So, yun nga lang, when you click insert, dapat nabura lahat to, no? So, hindi natin siya nabura. So, we can create na lang a code that will clear every text box. Kung tandaan niyo pa yung code natin before na mag-clear yung bawat text box natin. Diba? So, saan natin ilalagay yun? Siyempre, after na mag-save, yung record has been saved. So, after na mag-close, dito na nilalagay. Diba? I-clear natin yung text box natin. Ano ba yung mga nakalagay? I-clear natin yung supplier name, contact name, lahat ng yan. So, i-clear natin siya. Okay? So, pwede naman natin ilagay, let's say, for example, yung supplier name, diba? Tandaan nyo, txt supplier name dot clear. Diba? So, yun lang naman siya, i-clear lang. Then, txt contact name dot clear. Ito na. Okay siya. Txt address dot clear. City dot clear. Postal. Galing ng predictive text, no? Yan. Phone. And wala na. Nakagang phone lang. Ayun. So, para pag-click yung insert, tapos record has been saved, close yung database, and then i-clear na lahat yung laman ng ating uh, text boxes. Pag gusto nyo bumalik dito yung uh, cursor, yung focus, babalik natin sa txt supplier name, halimbawa. We can say txt supplier name dot focus. Yan. So, after na mag-clear, babalik din yung cursor sa text box. Dito. Okay?